Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hopefully you all will be fine. We are doing unit number 7, the study of matter, and in our previous lesson we have learned about matter and about chemistry. And in our today's lesson we will do reading of page number 68 and page number 69. Today our topic is solutions. Let's start the reading first. Sometimes the solids, liquids or gases which you mix are visible. However, sometimes the particles of the solids are so tiny that they seem to disappear. When a substance such as sugar or salt is dissolved in water, it produces a clear mixture which is called a solution. A solution is made up of a solute and a solvent. The substance that dissolves is called the solute. The liquid it dissolves in is called the solvent. Let's start explanation. What is solution? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. A solution is a liquid mixture in which solute is uniformly distributed within the solvent. It means solution is made up of solute and solvent. When solute dissolves in solvent, it forms solution. And solution is always clear and homogeneous. When sugar or salt is dissolved in water, they produce a clear mixture that is called solution. And in this example, sugar or salt, these are solute and water is solvent. What is solute? The substance that dissolves is called solute. And here sugar or salt dissolve in water, so these are solute. And what is solvent? The liquid that dissolves substances in it is called solvent. And here water is solvent because it dissolves sugar or salt in it. And in solution, solute is always in small amount and solvent is always in large amount. Look at this diagram. Sugar is solid, and when we dissolve sugar in water, it forms a clear solution. And separate sugar particles are too small that they cannot be seen. And when we dissolve sugar in water, it forms a clear or homogeneous solution. It means we cannot find whether there is sugar or not in water without tasting. And it is the solution of sugar and water. Sugar is solute and water is solvent. Now next page, page number 69. Do all solids dissolve in liquids? Some solids dissolve in liquids and some do not. If a substance does not dissolve in another substance, it is called insoluble. Sand is insoluble in water. As you know, some solids can dissolve in liquid, for example sugar, and some substances do not dissolve. And the substances which dissolve in water, they are called soluble substances, and the substances which do not dissolve in water, they are called insoluble substances. For example, sand is insoluble in water and it is an insoluble substance. Next, discuss and answer. Can you think of some more examples of substances which are soluble in water? Which substances are insoluble in water? Make a list. If you can, test some of them. This is an activity, and here the question is, make a list of the substances which are soluble in water and also make a list of the substances which are insoluble in water. And the examples of substances which are soluble in water are salt, sugar, soap, coffee and curry powder. These are all soluble in water. And the examples of insoluble substances are oil, flour, stones, sand, chalk and talcum powder. These are all insoluble in water. Next paragraph. Does gas dissolve in liquid? Some gases dissolve in water. Living things which live in water like fish are able to breathe in water because oxygen dissolves in water. The gas in fizzy drinks is called carbon dioxide. It stays in the bottle only under pressure. When the top is taken off, the pressure is released and the gas escapes. Does gas dissolve in liquid? Yes, some gases dissolve in liquid. Some animals, for example fish, live in water and they are able to breathe because oxygen gas dissolves in water. Similarly, another gas, carbon dioxide, is dissolved in fizzy drinks, but it stays in the bottle only under pressure. And when we take off the lid, the pressure is released and the gas escapes. Next, discuss and answer. Look at this picture of a fish. How do we know that there are gases such as oxygen in the fresh water this fish is living in? Question is, how do we know that there is oxygen gas in water? Because fish is a living thing and all living things they spire. So it means there is oxygen gas that is dissolved in water and fish is able to breathe because there is oxygen gas in water. And if there will be no oxygen gas in water, fish can't breathe. Next, how would you separate a mixture of flour and rice into separate piles? If you can, test your ideas. What happens? Are there any problems? If so, how could you overcome them? And here the activity is, how would you separate a mixture of flour and rice? And we can separate the mixture of flour and rice with the help of strainer. The flour will go through the holes of strainer and rice will not. And in this way, with the help of strainer, we can separate the mixture of flour and rice. This is an activity and you can perform this activity at home and separate the mixture of rice and flour. Thank you so much.